Hello everyone. Let us start a new topic called Dolly Incapex and Dolly Capex. Under IPC, incapacity is also a defense, as we already studied that incapability is a defense. For example, infancy, insanity, intoxication, these all are defenses available under the Indian Penal Code under Chapter 4 called General Exception. You might have a question in your mind that if a child is committing a crime, then whether he can be convicted, उसकी सजा क्या होगी, किस एक्सटेंट तक उसे सजा मिलेगी, क्या उसे 2 साल की सजा मिलेगी, क्या उसे 4 साल की सजा मिलेगी, और whether he can be tried as an adult, क्या उसे लाइफ इम्प्रिजनमेंट मिल सकती है, क्या उसे डेथ पेनाल्टी मिल सकती है। ये सारे क्वेश्चंस आपके माइंड में आ सकते हैं कि वेदर अ चाइल्ड कैन बी कन्विक्टेड और नॉट। सो द आंसर is given under the Indian Penal Code itself. For example, we have section 82 and 83 of the Indian Penal Code. Under section 82, that if a child who is below the age of 7 years, then if he is committing crime, then it shall not be an offense. Under section 83, if the child is above the age of 7 years but below the age of 12 years, and if he is committing the crime, then it shall also be not an offense if he don't understand the nature of the act committed. So this is the general principle underlined under section 82 and 83. But you might get confused with respect to age. There are various age limits has been given under Indian Penal Code. For example, 7 years, 12 years, or in kidnapping 16 years, 18 years. In case of female, it is 18 years, and in case of male it is 16 years. Similarly, in case of offense against women, that is rape, offense of rape, that earlier it was 18 years, but now after Asifa rape case, it is now reduced to 16 years. Even if you go through the Juvenile Justice Act, Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act 2015, that act is now repealed, Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act 2000. So where you will find that if a person who is below the age of 18 years, then he cannot be tried as an adult. So there are various age limit that you might get confused, but don't get confused that in case of section 82 and 83, we have 7 years and 12 years of age limit. If the child is above the age of 12 years, then he can be dealt under Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act. And it doesn't mean if a child is below the age of 12 years or below the age of 7 years, then he cannot be dealt under the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act 2015. So Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act is a general law, is a special law, whereas Indian Penal Code is a general law. So under general law also there is age limit for the children. As you know, children are the innocent son of law. दे आर द इनोसेंट चाइल्ड ऑफ लॉ. लॉ उनको बहुत ज्यादा प्रोटेक्शन देता है, इसीलिए सेक्शन 82 और 83 में प्रोटेक्शन दिया हुआ है. सो लेट अस कम टू द पॉइंट. सेक्शन 82 ऑफ द इंडियन पीनल कोड. As per section 82, that nothing is an offense which is done by a child below 7 years of age. एक बात आप लोग अपने माइंड में रख लें. If a child who is below the age of 7 years and if he has committed any crime means any crime, even the offense of murder. If a child commits an offense and who is below the age of 7 years, then it shall not be an offense. I underline the term, it shall not be an offense. So section 82 vehemently declare that if a child who is below the age of 7 years, then it shall not be an offense at all. It shall not be an offense. Now come to the point, section 83 of the Indian Penal Code, that nothing is an offense which is done by a child who is below the age of 7 years but above the age of, sorry, as per section 83, that nothing is an offense which is done by a child who is above the age of 7 years but below the age of 12 years, who has not attained the sufficient maturity of understanding. That line is very important, that who had not attained the sufficient maturity of understanding. That means although he is above the age of 7 years but below the age of 12 years, but he is not having sufficient maturity that what he is actually committing. He don't know the nature and consequence of his conduct. He don't know the nature and consequence of his act at that point of time, at that occasion, that actually what he is going to do. For example, if a child is stealing uh, an apple, at that point of time he don't know actually what he is doing. He don't he do not have he does not have sufficient maturity of understanding, and therefore he don't know the nature and consequence of his conduct. He don't know the nature and consequence of his act. That is the underlying principle given under section 83 of the Indian Penal Code. So what we understood is that there are 6 ingredients under section 83 of the Indian Penal Code that act of a child above 7 and under 12 years of age of immature understanding. Number one, that nothing is an offense, that it shall not be an offense. That you must keep in mind that nothing is an offense, which is done by a child. अब वो child कितने साल का होगा? Who is above the age of 7 years and under 12 years. The child is in between 7 years and 12 years. And एक चीज और आप जान ले कि section 82 is about dolly in capex. मतलब कि child is not capable of committing a crime. The child, here dolly means the doll, एक गुड़िया जिसे बोलते हैं. So he is of innocent son of law. He don't know that how to commit the crime, and therefore section 82 vehemently declares that if a child who is below the age of 7 years cannot commit the crime. Whereas under section 83 it is about dolly capex. He is capable of committing crime and he shall be exempted from the criminal liability if he has not attained sufficient maturity of understanding. अगर उसके पास कोई भी sufficient maturity of understanding नहीं है, then he can be exempted from all the criminal liability. To judge of the nature and consequence of his conduct, that he cannot judge the nature and consequence of his conduct. He don't know actually what he is doing. But कब कब वो जज नहीं कर पाता? On that occasion, at that point of time, while committing the crime, he could not understand that actually what he is doing, and therefore he can be exempted from the criminal liability. अब देखिए, इनकैपेसिटी या इनकैपेबिलिटी की अगर हम बात करें, then under section 82 and 83 we have a term called infancy. That means a child who is infant and who cannot commit a crime, he don't have sufficient maturity or the understanding. The second one is insanity. Incapability also includes the insanity that is given under section 84 of the Indian Penal Code, and the intoxication that is given under section 85 and 86 of the Indian Penal Code. As you know, that we have section 82 and 83 of the Indian Penal Code, where if a child who is below the age of 7 years, then he enjoys absolute immunity. What does it mean? If a child is committing any crime of whatever nature, then he cannot be convicted by any court of law. In India, he cannot be convicted by any court of law, even including Supreme Court of India, because he is below the age of 7 years and the parliament gives him absolute immunity from the criminal prosecution. There is a maxim called dolly in capex. There is a maxim called dolly in capex. That means incapable of understanding the nature, consequence, and the quality of his act. What does it mean? Whatever he is doing, he don't know, he don't understand the nature, he don't understand the consequence, that actually what would be the consequence, what would be the result of his act. He don't know the quality of his act, that actually what he is doing or what is going to happen in future or what would be the consequence of his conduct. See, he never know that actually what is he is doing, and therefore it is called doli incapax. He is not capable of committing the crime. The child who is below the age of 7 years is not capable of committing the crime, and therefore he enjoys the absolute immunity or the complete immunity from the criminal prosecution. So, if a child who is below the age of 7 years are called doli incapax. As you know, the minor is called the innocent son of law or the innocent child of law. Law give them care and protection. Law give them care and protection. They are not guilty of any offense. Children who are below the age of 7 years are not guilty of any offense. So, on whom burden of proof lies? Under section 82, on whom burden of proof lies and what has to be proved before the court of law beyond all reasonable doubt? The only thing has to be proved before the court of law is that is only age of the child, that he is below the age of 7 years. That is the only thing has to be proved before the court of law. Nothing has to prove beyond it. आपको कुछ भी प्रूव करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि मर्डर हुआ, किस वेपन से हुआ, किस सर्कमस्टांसेस में हुआ, कौन कौन इन्वॉल्व था. नथिंग हैज टू बी प्रूव्ड बिफोर द कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ एक्सेप्ट द एज. दैट इज द कंक्लूसिव प्रूफ. That is the conclusive proof, and that has to be put on record before the court of law that the child is below the age of 7 years, and therefore he enjoys the absolute immunity under section 82 of the Indian Penal Code, and therefore he cannot be prosecuted in any court of law in India. He cannot be prosecuted in any court of in India. So that is called the doli in capex as the principle underlined under section 82 of the Indian Penal Code. Whereas section 83 is about qualified immunity. Section 83 is about complete immunity or the absolute immunity, but section 83 is about qualified immunity, and therefore it is called doli capex. Although he is the children, he is a doll, but he is capable of committing the crime. Then what would be the condition when he is capable of committing the crime and when he is liable to be prosecuted before the court of law? These conditions are given under section 83 of the Indian Penal Code. So the conditions are that he must be above the age of 7 years but below the age of 12 years. Number one. The condition number one is he is above the age of 7 years but below the age of 12 years. The act was done by the child, or the offense was done by the child who has not attained the sufficient maturity of understanding. So, of course, the child has committed the crime above the age of he is above the age of 7 years but below 12 years, and he has not attained the sufficient maturity of understanding to judge the nature and consequence of his conduct. So, therefore, he could not judge his nature and consequence of the act, and therefore he cannot be liable because the point number one says nothing is an offense. The opening word says nothing is an offense, which is done by a child because he is below the age of 12 years but above the age of 7 years, and who has not attained the sufficient maturity of understanding. He cannot understand the nature and consequence of his conduct at that point of time, at that occasion. At that occasion, he could not understand that actually what he is doing, and therefore he cannot be prosecuted before the court of law. But suppose if he understand the nature and consequence of the act, the question may arise that he is understanding the nature and consequence of the act, then definitely he can be prosecuted before the court of law. That is the other part of this particular section. The other part of the defense is that if he is understanding the nature and the consequence of the act, or he know that actually what he is doing, then he can be prosecuted. But he must understand at that point of time when he was committing the crime. When he was committing the crime, he was understanding, and therefore he can be prosecuted. So here, in case of section 83, the presumption is doli capax. सेक्शन 83 में प्रिजम्पशन ये है कि ही इज कैपेबल ऑफ कमिटिंग द क्राइम. वो कब कैपेबल नहीं होगा, जब ये सारे कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होंगे, दैट ही कैन नॉट अंडरस्टैंड नेचर एंड consequence ऑफ द एक्ट, एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम ही कैन नॉट जज his conduct, and therefore he cannot be prosecuted. But the presumption before the court of law, the court will presume that he is capable of committing the crime, and therefore the burden of proof lie over the accused to prove that he is immature at that point of time. He was immature at that point of time. So the presumption before the court of law is dolly capex, and the burden of proof lie over the accused to prove that he is immature. He is of immature understanding, and he could not understand the nature and consequence of his act. Now come to the point, difference between section 82 and 83 of the Indian Penal Code. भाई दोनों में क्या differences हैं? So the difference number one is that no requirement of establishing immaturity. आपको 82 में कुछ भी प्रूफ करने की जरूरत नहीं है एक्सेप्ट एज. यू हैव टू प्रूव बिफोर द कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ दैट ही इज बिलो द एज ऑफ 7 years and nothing beyond it has to be proved. But in case of 83, there is requirement of establishing maturity or immaturity that has to be proved before the court of law, that the person is not mature, the child is not mature who is above the age of 7 years and below the age of 12 years. And the point number two, the second main difference between 82 and 83 is dolly in capex up to 7 years. In India, the dolly in capex is up to 7 years, but in case of England, the dolly in capex is up to 10 years. In England, the dolly in capex is up to 10 years. Similarly, dolly capex in India, it is up to 12 years, but in England, it is 10 to 14 years. India का जो लिमिट है that is 7 to 12 years, but in England it is 10 to 14 years. Up to 14 years, the child is capable of committing the crime, or you can say, in other words, you can say dolly capex. And if he is of not understanding the nature and consequence of the act, then he can be exempted from the criminal liability. But there was a time before 1993, there was an act called Sexual Offences Act. There is an act called Sexual Offences Act 1993. उसके पहले एक पोजीशन ये थी कि that in England, not in India, in England, if a child who is below the age of 14 years, then he is not capable of committing the offense of rape. So if a person who is below the age of 14 years, then there is general presumption before the court of law that he cannot commit the offense of rape, and therefore he can be exempted from the criminal liability. But it was not so in India, that if a child who is above the age of 7 years and below the age of 12 years, it was presumption that, or it is presumption that he can commit the offense of rape. But if he not understand the nature and consequence of the act, then he can be exempted from the criminal liability. But in England, it was 14 years. After Sexual Offences Act 1993, by virtue of Section 1 of that Act, it abolished such presumption. It abolished such presumption of sexual incapacity, and therefore the women and children, they can be convicted, they can be prosecuted as an accomplice for the offense of rape. In case of sexual offenses, they can be convicted as an accomplice, women and children both. That is the present law. That is the present law in England. एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है आपके सामने कि that what happened when the child is just 7 years of age at the time of commission of the crime. भाई जब बच्चा एग्जैक्टली 7 years ऑफ एज का है तो उस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे वो किस सेक्शन में डील होगा, वेदर हिज केस वुड बी डील्ड अंडर सेक्शन 82 और वेदर हिज केस वुड बी डील्ड अंडर सेक्शन 83. भाई 82 में डील होगा देन डेफिनेटली वुड बी कंप्लीट इम्यूनिटी. 83 में डील होगा देन देयर इज क्वालिफाइड इम्यूनिटी, ही मे और मे नॉट बी प्रोसिक्यूटेड. ये कंडीशन आ सकती है. जैसे एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं. सपोज करिए कि इफ अ चाइल्ड हु इज कमिटिंग द क्राइम who is below the age of 7 years, क्या मतलब हुआ 6 years plus 364 days. भाई बात तो यही हुई, below the age 7 years का मतलब कि 6 years plus 364 days, whereas under section 83 6 years प्लस 366 डेज, एक दिन ज्यादा हो गया, दैट मींस एबव द एज 7 years, क्योंकि सेक्शन 82 में लिखा हुआ है बिलो द एज ऑफ 7 years, सेक्शन 83 में लिखा हुआ है एबव द एज ऑफ 7 years। इस पे लॉ तो साइलेंट है कि व्हाट अबाउट दिस 6 years plus 365 days, whether the child would be dealt under, whether the offense of the child would be dealt under section 82 और 83। इस पोजीशन पे क्या कहना है, इस पोजीशन पे किस लॉ के अंदर उसका प्रोसिक्यूशन होगा। इट इज अ ड्राफ्टिंग एरर, it is a drafting error. So there is a principle that benefit of doubt shall always be given to accused। भाई यहाँ पे डाउट है कि भाई 82 में होगा या 83 में होगा, so the benefit of doubt shall always be given to the accused, and therefore it should be interpreted in such a way that benefit may be given to the accused। Here we must understand the importance of the child. We must consider, must take into account the importance of the children in the country. So many, there are so many international cases. So what we understood is that if a child is exactly of age of 7 years, then such case would be dealt under section 82 and not under section 83, because the benefit of doubt shall always be given to the accused. That is the principle of the interpretation. Come to one of the important aspect of this particular topic is conduct of the child with reference to the nature of act। भाई child का conduct क्या था at the point of the commission of the crime, before the commission of the crime, and subsequent to the commission of the crime। That means prior to the commission of the crime and after the commission of the crime, child का conduct क्या था, and thereafter we can decide that whether he can be prosecuted before the court of law or not। Let us take an example। एक example लेते हैं। सपोज करिए कि एक छोटा बच्चा है, उसकी एज 10 साल है। he went to somewhere, किसी के घर गया, उसने किसी की ज्वेलरी चुराई, किसी के गहने चुराए, and immediately after stealing the jewelry he went to the goldsmith shop। सुनार की दुकान पे वो पहुंच जाता है, गोल्ड स्मिथ की दुकान पे पहुंच जाता है। व्हाट डज इट मीन? वी कैन एनालाइज द नेचर and consequence of the act, and the child also can understand that actually what he is going to do or actually what he is doing। So after the commission of the crime we can see that child is understanding the nature and consequence of the act, and therefore he can be prosecuted before the court of law if he is above the age of 7 years and below the age of 12 years। देखिए एक मैगजीम है ल्यू बेक एप्पल टेस्ट, आप इसको टेस्ट बोलें या मैगजीम बोलें, बात एक है। सो इट इज कॉल्ड ल्यू बेक एप्पल टेस्ट। इसमें होता क्या है कि you may give apple and coin to the child and thereafter ask him to pick one। अगर बच्चे ने एप्पल उठाया दैट मीन्स he is not sufficient age of maturity or he has not developed sufficient maturity। लेकिन अगर उसने कॉइन को उठाया then we can say, we may analyze, it's not concrete proof but we may analyze that he is having sufficient maturity। लेकिन आपने वहीं पे एप्पल का मोबाइल रखा, आज के ज़माने के बच्चों को आपने वहीं पे एप्पल का मोबाइल रखा, वहीं पे एप्पल ओरिजिनल एप्पल रखा और कुछ पैसे रखे, डेफिनेटली द चाइल्ड विल पिक द एप्पल मोबाइल, द एंड्रॉयड मोबाइल और एनी अदर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस। सो दिस टेस्ट इज नॉट conclusive proof to determine whether he had developed maturity or understanding with respect to the commission of the crime। It's not a conclusive proof, but one time it was prevalent. In India, there is no case on section 82. There is no reference. It would be better to say that there is no reference with respect to section 82, but there are many cases on section 83 of the Indian Penal Code। Hope you might have understood that what we call Dolly Capex, what we call Dolly Incapex। If you have any query, you may contact me directly। Thank you very much।